Congressman Tom Cole. He is the Deputy Majority Whip in the House. And Congressman, tell us about your position on this, because you are among many Republicans who don't think that putting a tariff on U.S. companies who move some or all of their operations outside the U.S. is the answer here.
Well, I think actually, look, we're all in favor of trying to make sure that we keep as many jobs in the United States as possible and, frankly, grow more. To me, the more productive route, and something that President-elect Trump is also pursuing, is to lower taxes on American companies and to pursue real regulatory reform. I think tariffs as a punitive weapon, have a place if a company is dumping in the United States, but it's very hard to impose a tariff on a company. You can usually do it on a product. And it's pretty cumbersome. But again, if you make the environment in the United States attractive, I think you'll have far fewer companies thinking about leaving.
Congressman Kevin McCarthy is worried about a trade war. He said, I don't want to get into some kind of trade war. Is that a real concern for you?
Well, I would agree with that sentiment 100%. I don't think trade wars are particularly productive. 95% of the consumers in the world live outside the United States. Is that what would happen, though, Congressman, if you're looking at a tariff, a 35% tariff, as Donald Trump is proposing? It's pretty hard to respond to a tweet without knowing the specifics of a proposal. So, again, I think it probably would be a lot more complex than you can deal with in a short tweet. And to me, the preferred approach, I think the right way, is to lower the taxes on businesses that are here, reward them, to make the regulatory restraints that they deal with a lot looser, and to try and create an environment that actually attracts foreign companies to do business here. For instance, in my district, I've got Michelin Tire, employs over 2,000 people. That's a French company creating 2,000 jobs in the United States. I've got Hitachi that creates another 1,000 plus jobs in Norman, Oklahoma. So I'm not very interested in going to trade war with countries that are actually have companies that are investing here and employing American workers literally by the thousands.
Do you take the tweets then as bluster or as something that just raised a lot of questions for you?
Well, look, first I want to applaud the President-elect for working hard to keep 1,000 jobs here from carrying. I think he's trying to make sure that American companies think twice, and he's also signaled them in a very positive way. Look, we're going to work and get you tax and regulatory relief from day one. So, again, I think we'll arrive at a more full understanding of this, but I think 35% tariff imposed on companies, not products, and particularly sometimes companies create jobs overseas and then keep the better jobs here. So it's a lot more complex, and I think you can sum up in a quick statement, and I'll wait and see what the president actually proposes. But in general, tariff barriers are more apt to cost you jobs than keep jobs in your country.
What is it like, as you are looking towards a new Congress here in January, to have a president-elect who is in your party, but even demonstrated by what we're talking about now, has very different views than what you would expect from a Republican when it comes to economic proposals?
Well, first of all, I'm very, very excited to have him, and I think most Republicans are. Look, we know we're going to get fundamental tax reform. We know we're going to get the repeal of Obamacare. Frankly, we've been pretty heartened by the appointments he's made so far across the board. So I don't have any concern. I'm actually much more delighted. I'm going to be a lot less at odds with President Trump on almost any subject than I was, and most of our conference was with President Obama. So I don't think we see this as a problem. We see it as an opportunity. We look forward to working with the president-elect.
All right, Congressman Cole, we do appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us from Capitol.